Hey everybody, welcome back to Home Ericanomics. I'm your instructor, Erica, and today we're going to do another experiment. This is a part of our series of making things with a rotisserie chicken. So this is day 2, and we are making Southwestern egg rolls. Now, typically with a Southwestern egg roll, people usually use a tortilla to roll them, but we're actually going to use egg roll wrappers today. So I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out. Now, go ahead and get your pens and pencils because we need to work on our ingredient list because you will need the following: egg roll wrappers, rotisserie chicken, diced red and green peppers, diced white onion, chopped garlic, Monterey Jack cheese, drained black beans, sweet corn kernels, ranch dressing, cilantro, 1 avocado, salt, pepper, cumin, smoked paprika, garlic and onion powder, 2 limes, and chili powder. Let's get started. To kick things off, we're going to start with our favorite neutral oil in a hot skillet, and we're going to start sweating down our onions. Next, we'll add in our red pepper and our green pepper. Once everything's been cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes, we'll add in our black beans and our corn. And we will stir that as well and let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're going to add in our diced up rotisserie chicken. This is mostly dark meat, but there's some white meat mixed in here. Now, since this is already cooked, this won't take long. We just want to get it nice and warm. So we're going to give it a good mix. And then let's season. So we're going to start by adding some onion powder, smoked paprika, garlic powder, ground cumin, just a little bit. Cumin bites back. Chili powder if you like it spicy. Then we'll add a little bit of salt and give it a good mix. Once we have everything mixed and tasting the way we want it, we'll add in the cheese, and we're going to turn the heat off so that our cheese doesn't burn. Add that in. Oops. And we mix. Once everything is all mixed up, you want to take this off the stove and then put it in a dish and then stick it in the fridge because we want to cool this down before we wrap it in our egg roll wrappers. So I spread mine out on a cookie sheet so it would cool faster and a little bit more even, and so we can get things moving quicker. I just checked the temperature in my house and it is 77 degrees in here. I was like, why am I so hot? I had to crank the air on. Anyway, so while our mixture is cooling off in the fridge, we need to start on that avocado ranch dressing. So we're going to start with 1 whole avocado. Pop that into our little blender. Then we'll take a good handful of cilantro. I know a lot of people have that like cilantro soap gene. I do not, but I would be so sad if I did because cilantro tastes really good. It makes things taste better. So then you're going to take your favorite ranch dressing. It could be any brand that you prefer. I'm an off-brand ranch kind of girl, so that's what I buy. I'm going to add in maybe about a half a cup or so. Then, of course, we have to season everything up. So we're going to add 2 good heaping pinches of salt, maybe 2.5. And in our garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika. Basically the same seasonings we used for the egg roll filling. Chili powder and a touch of cumin. Now my cord does not reach very far, so I'm going to move all of this out of the way so you can see how I do it. Now where's the lid? The lid is on. The lid is already on. Okay. Whew. Okay. Shut that to the bottom and we blend. I forgot the lime because you have to have lime in this as well. So I'm going to squeeze the juice of 2 limes in the mixture. You also can thin this out with some water. I'm really hot. Oh my God, look at me. Oh, girl. Anyway, you can also thin this out with a little bit of water if you need. I might have to add a little bit. I also should have rolled these limes first because it makes them easier to squeeze when you do that. But we're just going to make it work. Hold on. Let me fish out this lime. Oh my goodness, I'm making it worse. Grief. See, one thing I like about Home Ericanomics is that we are real cooks cooking in real time, and we all know things don't always go according to plan, but we work through it. All right, now that that's out, I'm going to add a little water. Oh, that's too much. Pour some of that out. Just a teaspoon. Okay. Let's mix again. So your ranch should look something like this. So I'm going to just pour that into our ramekin. And we're going to set this aside so we can get started on rolling our egg rolls up. See you in a minute. It's still hot in here, but we're going to persevere. Let's start rolling. Now, I realized I don't necessarily know how to roll an egg roll, so I had to look up a video to see how to do it. But apparently, you take a scoop of your whatever you're putting in the egg roll. Then, I'm not sure how much we're supposed to fill it. We'll start with that. That might be too much, but that's okay. And you want to kind of concentrate it in the middle according to the videos that I saw. And then we want to wrap the side or the bottom. And then the side, the other side. Something like this. And then we just tuck and roll. And we'll take a little bit of water to seal. And then something like this. Hopefully I'll make some prettier ones. So let's try this again. I'm gonna roll the rest of these, and right now my grease is getting hot on the stove, so I'll roll the rest and then we will get ready to fry. Here we go. Let's start frying. My egg rolls aren't the prettiest, but I think it'll work. I'll probably do about 4 to 5 at once. We're going to fry these until they're golden brown. So fun fact, egg rolls definitely do not take long to cook because I put these in roughly a minute and a half ago, and this is where we're at. So I'm going to probably take these out now. Hear that? Listen to that crunch. Okay, I'm going to plate this up, and then we're going to try it. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a nice dip. Oh my gosh. I had to stop filming because I needed to finish that. That's how good it is. Wow. Because, honestly, when I experiment, not everything comes out good. But this time, this was A1. Highly suggest making these. You can customize them however you want, but definitely recommend. Alrighty, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, have you made them? Would you make them? What would you do different? I'd love to hear from you. As always, I'm your instructor, Erica, and class dismissed.